Haha, my people them, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? I'm back for another preview. It's the match preview for the Chelsea versus Man City FA Cup final match. Chelsea travel to the Etihad, and for our second game against Man City in 4 days. You know what I'm trying to say? Second game in 4 days. Now it's about to see what's going to happen. Obviously, as the description says, I'm going to go through the team news basically regarding what Graham Potter said in his press conference, as well as my preferred lineup and my score prediction, and also be detailing some stats as well. After I say this, you guys, I'll leave a Q&A for about half an hour or so. You guys can ask me any questions, any Chelsea-related questions, as there's been a lot of news in regards to also Andre Santos, Dacho Fofana, who have successfully signed for Chelsea. It was announced today. They both signed the shirts. I'll be doing updates on that later on as well. Don't worry. Sorry if I'm not doing it already, but things happen, innit? So, but welcome to Chelsea, Andre Santos, Dacho Fofana. I'm so happy to see these guys, these young talents, especially Andre Santos. Both of these guys, even because I expect them to be doing big things if they're here for a long period of time, which they should be, because they both signed long-term contracts, to my understanding, at least 6 years. That's what Todd Bowley be giving out nowadays, unless you're about maybe like in your 30s or so. He might not give 6-year deals. So yeah, man. But now I'm just gonna go through some of what Graham Potter said in his press conference. Because yeah, it was done today, but I'm not sure if it was a live stream or not. Nonetheless, I wasn't very active in the afternoon because I had other stuff to do. I had to go, I have to go to gym and stuff like that. But so on the previous, so these are things that he said in his press conference from some questions, and you can read the stuff on like football.london as well. Under the previous regime, Chelsea were a trophy, a season club with the FA Cup to come on Sunday, while Chelsea still a trophy, a season club, or do supporters have to accept it may take a couple of years to bed in new regime. Potter was said, I think we always want to try to complete absolutely. In terms of how that gets measured, you have to take these things as they are. Not everyone, and analyze at the end of the season. We're not even halfway through the season yet, but we've got a game in a cup competition that we'd want to do well in. Of course, we want to go through, that's for sure. We obviously have a difficult game, but you saw on Thursday, we matched Manchester City for periods of the game and gave a spirited performance. We need to do the same again and try to improve. Has there been a conversation with the ownership that there might not be a trophy this season? Not especially, no. We try to go day to day, improving, working on how we can get the team better. I acknowledge the team hasn't functioned as well as we would like it to, and there are a lot of reasons for that. I can sit here and say I'm a perfect person, so clearly I've not done everything completely right. At the same time, there are some factors that take into consideration where we are at. That's for other people to judge. That's for other people to judge and have any perspective on or not. For me, it's about how we can keep improving. At the end of the season, you assess what happened. Um, let's play this kind of stuff more. Play some little instrumentals in it, hopefully. I don't even want to get it taken down. Hopefully it wouldn't. I don't think it would anyway. No. Um, yeah, man. But nonetheless, The first season, Pep Guardiola had at Man City. Oh, what was going on with my phone? So, judging from what he said in his press conference, there doesn't seem to be any news in terms of team news. So, it's basically the same injury list. So, we basically got Amanda Broja, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Edward Mendy, N'Golo Kante, Ben Chilwell, I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek, as well as Christian Pulisic, Raheem Sterling, and also there is Mason Mount. So to our knowledge, all of those guys will not be playing tomorrow. We should make an interesting lineup for us. If we're going to be honest, in the lineups, in goal we have to play Kepa because Mendy is injured. He has to go undergo surgery today as well. Hope you have a successful surgery, Edouard Mendy, and you get back as soon as possible. But I don't know how likely it will be before the end of the season. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so Kepa's in goal. Right back. Right back. Maybe right back, He might play a three at the back. No, right back, Aspilicueta. Centre backs, Trevor Chalobah, um, Koulibaly, and Lewis Hall left back. Then in the midfield, Zakaria, Kovacic, and Carney. Then in the attacking roles, I want there to be obviously there to be Hakim Ziyech. I would say Amari Hutchinson as well, and also Kai Havertz because it doesn't seem like Graham Potter trusts Aubameyang that much after bringing him on and taking him off in the same game. So I don't know if he will start. Hopefully, I pray that Fofana and Andrew Santos, it's highly unlikely, but if they could play tomorrow, that'd be excellent, man. If they're in the squad, I would be so happy with that. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a very interesting game. Nonetheless, City, they're due to make their changes. They don't really play their strongest team in the FA Cups. That's like the semi-finals or so. So it's going to be interesting game because they already beat us in the previous fixture. Of course, they beat us 1-0 at Stamford Bridge on Thursday, and it's very annoying because now we're 10 points off the top of the table. Very annoying still. Yeah, man. Sorry. Um. So yeah. In this game, I just want to see. I just want to know what the team's gonna be like. I want to see what these men are gonna be like because it's gonna be very interesting. But yeah, my preferred lineup for the game, I already just told you. So it's Kepa in goal, right back, Aspilicueta, centre backs, Trevor Chalobah, Koulibaly, left back, Lewis Hall, in the middle of the park in the three, say Zakaria, Kovacic, and also Carney Chukwuemeka. In the attacking roles, I want to see Amari Hutchinson, Hakim Ziyech, and Kai Havertz. I would hope we could see Dash Fofana, but I don't even know how likely that is. He's only had one training session. So I doubt he will start unless, but I will be happy if he did. I'll be real. I would be happy still. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Man City, Haaland missed like 6 weeks, so he's most likely definitely going to start, if I'm being honest. He's most likely going to start, if I'm being honest. And then also, Kevin De Bruyne. I don't even know. The lineups are interesting. If you go on somewhere like SofaScore, they could show you a predicted lineup or something. But yeah, Man City's lineups not going to be anything mad like that. If I'm honest with you, they're going to make a lot of changes. So have to wait and see. But Haaland, he's going to be up against us, I feel 100%. And if I'm honest, I can see us winning like 1-0 or 2-1. My score prediction for this game is going to be like a 2-1. I feel because City will make a lot of changes, probably play a lot of youngsters, like Joe Palmer, as you saw on the weekend as well. I mean, on the weekend in the middle of the week against Chelsea, he will bring on my man Lewis, the right back. No, it's not Jamal Lewis. Um, Hold on, it's something Lewis. Let me say something Lewis. Um, Rico Lewis. They'll most likely play Rico Lewis, so that'll be their right back. Laporte's still injured. Ruben Diaz is injured as well, so they'll probably play Rico Lewis right back. Centre backs, John Stones, um, Akanji, and he'll probably play Cancelo, in my opinion. Unless they play another youth player in the midfield, they'll most likely play Calvin Phillips, Cole Palmer, in my opinion as well, and Ilkay Gundogan, unless they go for Rodri. But then again, Calvin Phillips plays as the defensive midfielder in their pivot, so as a number 6 for them. So yeah, that's what it's going to be, in my opinion, for Man City. And then of course their attackers, they'll probably have Haaland, Alvarez, and Mahrez. Unless they want to start for them, but Alvarez hasn't been playing that much since coming back from the World Cup, so he could potentially start in this game, even over Haaland, if we're being honest. So it's gonna be very interesting, this game still. Now I'm gonna read some stats going into the FA Cup. So this is the 8th meeting between Man City and Chelsea in the FA Cup. The Citizens have won 4, and the Blues have won 3 of their ties, including each of the last 2, 5-1 in 2015-16 fifth round, and 1-0 in the 2021 season in the semi-final. Chelsea have lost 5 of their last 6 away matches against Manchester City, winning once in all competition. Their one win in that time was in May 2021 in the Premier League under Thomas Tuchel, a 2-1 victory. And if you understand how mad that game was, that was the last time I think Aguero played against us, unless he played a Champions League final. But yeah, he scored that game. No, Sterling scored that game, and Aguero missed a penalty. We came back from 1-0 down to win the game 2-1. Mark Ziyech scored, and then Marcos Alonso scored as well. So that was the last time we beat Man City in the FA Cup. Not in the FA Cup, at the Etihad. My fault. It was the last time we beat them at the Etihad. So yeah, Manchester City have already eliminated Chelsea from the League Cup this season, winning 2-0 in November. This could be the second consecutive season that Chelsea are knocked out of both League Cup and FA Cup by the same team. Obviously, after losing both the finals against Liverpool last season, which is dry, and I went to both those finals as well. So annoying, so annoying. Chelsea have progressed from each of their last 24 FA Cup round ties, stretching back to the 1998 to 99 season. This is the joint longest run progressions from the third round, along with Man United 1984 and 1985. and 2008 to 2009. Although the Red Devils did not take part in the 1999 to 2000 campaign, after withdrawing to take part in the FIFA Club World Cup Championship, since the 2016 season, when Pep Guardiola took charge of Man City for the first time, only Chelsea 27 have won more FA Cup games than the Citizens 24. Guardiola has never previously gone out at the earliest stage of domestic cup competition in a season in his managerial career across the FA Cup, League Cup, DFB Pokal, and the Copa del Rey. So in every game he's played at the earliest round for his teams, he's always won. So something's gonna have to end, either that streak or the streak that we have right now of having the joint longest reign of going 24 consecutive ties. But this is an interesting. I like this stat though. Man said Man United declined to take part in the FA Cup in 1999 to 2000 so they could take part in the Club World Cup. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I remember that. So yeah, man. It's gonna be an interesting tie. The FA Cup is always full of dramas, as people know. Like today, Newcastle have lost to who did they play? Some League One team, I believe. That's who Newcastle played, and they got knocked out. So let me just check this. Who did they play today? The Newcastle, where you at? They lost 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Oh my days. They lost 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Where are they? They're in League One, I knew it. They lost to a League One team. The team that's third in the Premier League lost to a team that's 2 levels below. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's the maddest thing about the FA Cup. That anything can happen and the maddest of upsets happen. So even like last season, a team like Nottingham Forest knocked out I think they knocked out Arsenal last season, if I'm being totally honest with you. So yeah, the FA Cup, man. I believe that Chelsea can get this win tomorrow, just based on the fact that we have so much FA Cup history and more FA Cup history than Man City for that matter. So let's just see what happens, because also the draw is going to be just before the our kickoff. So I'll be doing the watch along and that, and I'll have that in there as well. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, right now I have to wait and see what happens. So, but other than that, though, the other results from today's FA Cup matches: Sheffield United beat Newcastle. Obviously, they're through. West Ham beat Brentford. That's funny because West Ham were much lower than Brentford in the Premier League, and they won. Luton and Wigan drew, which makes it go to a third round replay. And also, if we draw Man City tomorrow, they're gonna have a replay against them. Coventry and Wrexham won 4-3, so they advance. Grimsby Town beat Burton Albion. Blackpool beat Nottingham Forest 4-1. Oh damn! Blackpool ain't playing. They're a championship side, I'm pretty sure. They're in the championship, and they beat Nottingham Forest 4-1. Damn. Bournemouth and Accrington Stanley, I believe, drew 1-1, so they're gonna have a replay. Burnley beat Bournemouth 4-2, so Burnley advanced. Burnley are in the championship as well. Bournemouth are in the Premier League. It's another Premier League side gone. Then West Brom beat Chesterfield. No, West Brom drew Chesterfield, so there's gonna have a replay. Fulham beat Hull 2-0. Ipswich beat Rotherham 4-1. Brighton beat Middlesbrough. Brighton slapped Middlesbrough 5-1. Damn. Sheffield United beat Millwall 2-0. Sunderland beat Shrewsbury Town 2-1. Fleetwood beat QPR 2-1. Southampton beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Preston Town beat Huddersfield 3-1. Reading beat Watford 2-0. Leicester beat Gillingham 1-0. And Tottenham beat Portsmouth 1-0. Those are the games from today. As of yesterday, Man United beat Everton 3-1. So they're through. All of these teams are in the knockout rounds. Not in the knockout rounds, but I think it's like the last 32 and around the 16 next. So it's gonna be interesting. Still my Achilles, but other than that though, you have to see what's going. But maybe if I play some music and that, it might obviously make the but yeah, man. Obviously, so like I've said, in case people missed it, team news updates. Ruben Diaz and Ruben Diaz as well as Laporte not going to be playing for Man City tomorrow. Chelsea are going to be without Mason Mount, Reece James, Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic, Armando Broja, Edouard Mendy, N'Golo Kante, Ben Chilwell. Um, mhm, two more. Oh my days, that's just dry, man. Um, that's the 8 people. So I score again, man. Damn. Edouard Mendy, Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic, Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, N'Golo Kante, Armando Broja, and this Ben Chilwell, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So yeah, those are the players that I'm not going to be playing tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, my score prediction, my preferred lineup for the match: Kepa in goal, right back Aspilicueta, centre backs Trevor Chalobah, Koulibaly, left back. Um, Actually, I won't even mind starting Buddy Shaw, but I don't even think he will play. Damn, man. Um, Forget this is my preferred lineup. So we're gonna go with Kepa in goal, right back Cesar Aspilicueta, centre backs. We're gonna go with Trevor Chalobah and Badia Shaw, left back Lewis Hall. In the middle of the park, I'm gonna go with Zakaria, Kovacic, and Colin Chukwuemeka. Up top, gonna have Kai Havertz through the middle. On the right hand side, we're gonna have Hakim Ziyech on the left. Omari Hutchinson. That'll be my preferred 11. For my score prediction, I said the game will be 2-1. That's the score prediction I'm going to go with. 2-1 to Chelsea. Because Man City will make changes. They are not going to start the same 11. They won't. They'll make a lot of changes. I see them making at least 5 to 6 changes. And they might, obviously, they still have other great players on their bench. But if they're going to start the youngsters, that's what can make it more viable for us. The last time we played them, obviously, we did lose 2-0 in the last knockout game that we played against them in the Carabao Cup earlier in the season, but it felt a lot more closer than a 2-0 game. So as of now, tomorrow, if they play that lineup, we should definitely be able to beat them and win 2-1 still. Well, it's the first time you heard my voice, bro. That must mean you don't even watch my videos like that. But I appreciate the comment though, Ty. Love for that, bro. Obviously, just going through my match preview in terms of my preferred lineup, score prediction, and the players that are out. It's peak. Our injury list is mad. We got Armando Broja out, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, N'Golo Kante, Edouard Mendy, Ron Loftus-Cheek, Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic. Um, yeah, a couple more. Mason Mount as well. Might be missing one more person, but yeah, we have bare injuries, fam. So it's peak out here. It's very peak. Saying, what's your preferred lineup? What lineup would you want us to play tomorrow? Who would you like to see start tomorrow? And obviously, we got our new signings of that. Most of the times came in, just left a comment above. Say nothing more. Oh man, I appreciate the like though. All I know is that but yeah man, tomorrow. But yeah, so obviously in terms of my match preview, that's gonna be the end of it. But now I said Liverpool are losing right now. Liverpool are losing. Feel free to ask me anything. Obviously, it's the match preview. If you want to know what my lineup was, my preferred lineup, I'll leave it in the comments. Yeah, and I appreciate the like. Um, um, what is this game on? Is it on TV? It says on ITV and now this game on TV. Oh man. Man. I'll try and watch this match. Love for the one concurrent view. Can we get more than that? Can we get more concurrent views? Can we get more concurrent views? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, can we get more? People there. So
I'm a luxurious Parisian hotel. Join me. Sand. You like sand? Between the toes and sunshine, and in other places. The moment you become an expedient, you can instantly start saving on trams. So you can go see all the sandiest in sand and never wonder if you got a good deal. Because you did. I can't wait to meet my nephew Carl. He's my own firm blood. I got you this awesome gift from us. Had to smuggle it in my pouch. How long is Carl staying? The man from the front now. It was so bad. Yeah, Captain. Simple.
so it's 1-0 now. Nice news.
A little bit nervy in Anfield. Quickly. Salah. Henderson. Nunez. Reaching it forward by Collins, who's been a magnet to the ball in our Wolves box so far. He's done well in the central defence, Nathan Collins. Time and time again, just been in the right place at the right time. He's got a little bit more space down the right-hand side, Darwin Nunez. Structured play.
This is easy.
You know he does so well. Just kept in play, and Collins clears that ball away again. Only joined Burnley from Stoke in the summer of 2020.
So yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah.
So I think earlier on in the game, Seb, I thought you got some really, really good positions. You had the early shot that Ziyech managed to save. He had a couple of good through balls and he's picking up some good positions. Since Liverpool being poor with the ball, really able to get to the game as much as they would have wanted to in the final third.
Thank you.
Just put it when you like to.
Yeah, I'm doing my live stream.
Training so far.
Just face it.
For anyone that wants to know my team news, wants to know team news, read the comments. I'm going to leave my preferred lineup there as well against Man City. Also, feel free to ask me a question on the Q&A, ask me anything. Chelsea related or personal, it's calm. I'm not too fast. Be here for the next hours. I'm here for the next half an hour, 45 minutes. Who's up here, kovacic? Well done, Joe. Let's see, so... You guys let me know your preferred lineups. That's my preferred lineup.
I take what one?
Everybody has an opinion on Darwin Nunez at the moment, it seems. What's yours, Adam?
Liverpool are losing 1-0 as well. That's excellent. Excuse me, what the W tomorrow, man.
Why does
Who's went that far away from the screen?
The trial rate to run into. Just a little bit too much on it there for Jimenez to the far post. I have to say, I've been really impressed with Wolves in this first half. I think they're disciplined without the ball in the first 15 minutes, kept themselves in the game after early Liverpool pressure. Since being gifted that goal, I think they've just grown and grown in confidence with the ball and getting some really good positions now. This season do give you a chance.
Channel, can you go next door or something? Because I'm doing my live stream.
Sounds a highly respected legend. They've been waiting for some time. It's Thiago. Robertson. It's Traore. Hodge. Neves. Julie. This again. And it's on the move. In the Liverpool look to hold. Somebody's given option. Looking behind. Collies. Ziyech. Nice to move that ball on quickly. Traore. Gomez. His teammate. It's again Wolves. He should even Traore. Take two. Canate, who had an impressive World Cup when he had his moments. They should have bigger in order to Avocado at times, but he was actually impressive in the semi-final against Morocco. Talented young defender, and needed very much so by Liverpool at the moment. Traore. Neves. Lovely pass. Yes. And Alexander-Arnold passing the way. Defensive work from him. Neves switching play really quickly, but fair play to Alexander-Arnold in the follow-on positions. Seems to be highlighting when he's defending Alexander-Arnold.
So my people, them just go through this stuff again. Welcome. It's the match preview for the Man City versus Chelsea match in the FA Cup. Tomorrow. I'm gonna go through the team news from Graham Potter. He didn't necessarily say anything in terms of team news because hasn't been any new injuries since the game, and there's no one that's going to be available that was injured for this game. So, team news is as followed: Mount's injured, Broja's injured, Kante is injured, Loftus-Cheek is injured, Wesley Fofana is injured, Reece James is injured, Edouard Mendy is injured, Raheem Sterling is injured, Christian Pulisic is injured. They will all miss the match tomorrow. Not one of them will play. Yes! Not all of them will play. So, and then my preferred lineup, as I've put in the comments as well, my preferred lineup, this doesn't mean it's going to happen, but nonetheless, and it most likely won't happen. But Kepa, Aspilicueta, Chalobah, Badiashile, Lewis Hall, Zakaria, Kovacic, Ziyech, Hutchinson, and Havertz. That will be my preferred 11 for tomorrow's game. My score prediction is 2-1 Chelsea. So, Man City 1, Chelsea 2. We will progress to the next round. And to go through some stats in terms of and this is what I found on this is what I found on this is what I found out on OneFootball. So let's go through it. So this is the 8th meeting between Manchester City and Chelsea in the FA Cup. The Citizens have won 4 and the Blues have won 3 of those ties, including each of the last 2, 5-1 in 2015-16, 5th round, that's in the 5th round, and 1-0 in the 2020-21 season. Then the semi-final, we beat them on our way to go to the FA Cup final. Chelsea have lost 5 of their last 6 away matches at Manchester City. 1 win in all competitions. Their 1 win in that time was in May 2021 in the Premier League under Thomas Tuchel. A 2-1 victory. Manchester City have already eliminated Chelsea from the League Cup this season. Winning 2-0 in November, this could be the 2nd consecutive season that Chelsea are knocked out of both League Cup and FA Cup by the same team. losing in the final of both competitions to Liverpool in 2021 and 2022. And why that one was even longer, due to the fact that obviously we lost in the finals, and Man went to those finals as well, losing both games on penalties. Oh, so annoying, so annoying still. Now this other stat: Chelsea have progressed from each of the last 24 FA Cup round ties, stretching back to the 1998-99 season. This is the joint longest run of progressions from the third round, along with Man United between 1984 to 85 and 2008 to 2009. Although the Red Devils did not take part in the 1999 to 2000 campaign after drawing to take part in the FIFA Club World Cup Championship. So you're hearing this. The big club Manchester United as well, it's gone off topic a little bit. The big club Manchester United disregarded the FA Cup in favor of wanting to go compete for the Club World Cup Championship. That's what they decided to do. They said, no, we're not taking part, and we want to take part in the Club World Cup, the Intercontinental Cup. And it's surprising because there's a lot of people that be saying, oh yeah, the Club World Cup doesn't mean anything. They'll put it on the same level as the FA Cup, and clearly that's not the case, because our most successful English team disregarded the FA Cup and said, yeah, we don't want to play in that. We want to take part in the Intercontinental Cup. So that's the Club World Cup. So yeah, that's an interesting stat. I didn't even know that one still. And since the 2016-17 season, when Pep Guardiola took charge of Man City for the first time, only Chelsea, 27, have won more FA Cup games than the Citizens, 24. Guardiola has never previously gone out at the earliest stage in a domestic cup competition in a season in his managerial career across the FA Cup, League Cup, German Cup, and Spanish Cup. He's progressed 20 out of 20 times. So it's only right that we give them his first L, because in most seasons, apart from last one, we generally always beat City at least once in any season. So we need to get this W tomorrow. We have to. The boys them need to put on the right display to get the W. Why? Because we are winners and we need to be winners. We have to beat City in order to make sure we're in at least another competition. If it's not the case, and we don't beat them, then where there's pros, there's cons. But the pro in this is the fact that we would have to. Is the pro that we would have to. The pro is that we would have to. The pro is that we would have more time to concentrate on the Premier League as well as the Champions League. The con is that obviously we're losing to Man City again and getting knocked out of a competition that eliminates us winning a trophy. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting game. My players to watch in the match has to be Lewis Hall, Carney Chukwuemeka, Murray Hutchinson, as well as Zakaria. These guys are the ones I'm going to be watching the most and seeing how they play. Havertz has to turn up. Ziyech, hopefully he can get an assist. I'm going to be watching him as well. He's one of the ones I need to watch as well. And the defense more times is the one thing that we can rely on. Even though Cucurella and Kepa didn't do well in the last game in terms of conceding the goal. Other than that, the defense does much better than our attack. So I can trust man's defense to do well, and probably see at most I think we'll score one goal. So they're gonna make subs as well. They're gonna make changes. They're gonna be without Rodri. I mean not Rodri. They're gonna be without Ruben Diaz and Aymeric Laporte, two key centre backs for them. So tomorrow we're gonna have to penetrate their attack. We have to get in behind, because as you saw in the previous match on Thursday, we could get in behind against Manchester City and we can definitely beat them. If we play with the team I'm saying, and I know Badia Shaw, he's only recently come today, but I'm ready to throw these guys out there and see what going on. because this Manchester City team is not the same team. They're going to make changes. Let's see what our young players can do. Can they capitalize on this opportunity? Andre Santos, Dacho Fofana, if they can be in the squad tomorrow, that would be excellent. I don't know if they will. I doubt it. But if they are, that's excellent. We need to give them game time. All the young talent needs game time, 1,000%. So hopefully tomorrow we can see what the young talent can do. City ain't going to be the same City. They're going to be vulnerable. So in my opinion, we can definitely win tomorrow. And that's what I'm saying, 2-1 to Chelsea. And we definitely need this because we can't afford to get knocked out. If we do, like I've said before, there's pros and there's cons. The con is that we get knocked out of a competition. We can't win the FA Cup or the League Cup already. But if we get knocked out, we can focus on one game a week and more training sessions and getting Potter's system through to the players, as well as preparing for the knockout rounds of the Champions League, which is the biggest competition that we are in right now, with the best chance of winning it. It's not the likeliest chance, but it's the best chance of winning. Because right now, City are the overwhelming favourites for tomorrow. No one's going to really expect us to win. But that's the beauty of the FA Cup. The beauty of the FA Cup, that anyone can lose. Anyone can lose. As you saw today, Sheffield Wednesday beat Newcastle. There's 2 divisions separating them. There's always upsets. And tomorrow, it's not going to be a mad upset like that because obviously we're a Premier League team. But it'll be an upset nonetheless because Chelsea are not in good form. We are 10th in the Premier League. 10th. That is dead. That is so, oh my days. That is dead. How are we 10th? We have to improve. But as we say, tomorrow we can do things. We can get the W's. So, my opinion, we're going to get that, hopefully. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Ask me any questions in the Q&A. Ask me any question in the Q&A. Let me see if anyone's asked a question. Nope, no one's asked anything at this point in time. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be here for another. I'm gonna be here for another about 20 minutes. If you guys want to ask me anything, feel free to. Feel free to. Other than that, I'm just gonna be watching the Liverpool game on my phone. So yeah. You guys with any questions, let me know. Your thoughts and opinions on my preferred lineup. Let me know your score prediction for tomorrow's game. Tell me who's your the player looking forward to see playing the most tomorrow. As it stands, Liverpool are drawing 1-1 with Wolves at half time. So Nunes scored as well for Liverpool. I'm not sure who scored for Wolves. I didn't even see any of the goals. But yeah, man. We're gonna have to win tomorrow. But yeah, you guys ask me anything. Feel free. I'm trying to do more live streams to interact with you guys even more. Obviously, I should have been doing it before, but I should have been doing this kind of things before, but better late than never, as I say. Thank you to the 216 subscribers. Love for that. Appreciate all the support on the channel and all the support on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook. It means a lot to me. If you want to add me on any of those socials, cfc_realistblue. Unless it's for TikTok, it's cfcrealistblue. So make sure to check that out. There'll be a lot more updates coming throughout the week. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And obviously, there's big news in terms of signings. Andre Santos and Dacho Fofana signed today, unveiled with their Chelsea tops. It's great. And after yesterday or the day before, Benoit Badiashile was signed as well. So it's a lot of signings coming. Busy transfer window, and there'll be a lot more transfers to come. Not transfers, but like transfer news to come. So stay tuned for those kind of updates as well. But yeah, you guys just let me know your thoughts and opinions on the preferred lineup, my score prediction, and the team news. Appreciate the likes and the views. 3 concurrent views, appreciate that. 2 likes. No questions yet so far. I haven't received any questions to my knowledge. I haven't received any questions. Anything you guys let me know. Let me know. I'll be active for another 15 minutes, people, as well. And then also for anyone that obviously you might not want to see this long video, but yeah, man, I will make a trim. I make her just a normal video so you guys can hear my preferred lineups and stuff like that as well. So yeah, 4 concurrent views. Love for that, people. Leave your any thoughts and opinions on the team news, my preferred lineup, or my score prediction. Let me know your score prediction or your preferred lineup. Or if you want to ask me anything like Chelsea news related, leave it in the Q&A. For concurrent views, laughing at my people. For concurrent views, laughing at people. Appreciate it. Obviously, it's just the team news kind of stuff and preferred lineups and score predictions in the comments. Feel free to leave yours in the comments or leave any questions in the Q&A. Five concurrent views, love for that, people. Appreciate it. Any questions you have, leave it in the Q&A. Or if you just want to leave any thoughts on the team news or preferred lineups, let me know. No one's asked anything. It was pretty.
Gusto. This is where you slept. Yeah, that's a big attack on the ball. Then change of speed, break down speed, stuff doesn't get back.
I need to change color, so I need to make sure it's like. Appreciate the views, people. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ben Shaw continued their recoveries with some light training today. So the expectation has always been that Ben Shaw is meant to might be in contention after the Fulham game when we play Fulham this coming Thursday. So hopefully he can return to full team training. Ruben Loftus-Cheek apparently returned to full team training the other day. That's what was reported, but my man, he clearly is on some light training, so he could have had a minor setback. Anything you guys want to know, let me know in terms of Chelsea news or anything. Sorry, my nose, man. Smell is drawing as well. Second half of Wolves versus Liverpool is about to start as well. So Five more minutes and record it. Well, in case people wanna jump through the video again, let's go for the recap now. So, team news for tomorrow: Ruben Diaz of American Laporte will be missing for City. Chelsea are going to be without Loftus-Cheek, Kante, Armando Broja, Mason Mount, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through that again. So team news for tomorrow. Man City are gonna be without So yeah, man. This is my match preview for the Chelsea versus Man City game tomorrow in the Premier League, which hold on a second, actually. God damn. Alright, cool. So it's the last time I'm gonna recap it for anyone that doesn't see it, yeah. So I'm gonna start this from one time. So yo, my people, this is my match preview for the Chelsea versus Man City FA Cup match tomorrow, which starts at 4:30. You'll be able to watch it on ITV and maybe BBC. I'm not 100% sure actually, but ITV for sure. Wait, you my people, cfcrealistblue back with another video, and this is my match preview for the Chelsea versus Man City game tomorrow. We'll go through the team news, my preferred lineup, and the score prediction. So for team news, we'll go through Man City's first. Ruben Diaz, American Laporte, they're going to be out. Team news for Chelsea tomorrow, the players that won't be involved: Mason Mount, Armando Broja, N'Golo Kante, Loftus-Cheek, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic. These are the players that will be missing tomorrow. And Ben Chilwell as well, he has stepped up his road to recovery as well. So Ben Chilwell, Mason Mount, Armando Broja, Kante, Loftus-Cheek, Reece James, Edouard Mendy, Sterling, and Pulisic will be out tomorrow. So now I'm going to go through my preferred lineup. This lineup probably won't happen, but I'm just going to say it's my preferred one because at this point, playing at City, a team who most likely will make changes, I am going to suggest that they will make a lot of changes. Some young talents. So I'm going to go with this lineup: Kepa in goal, Aspilicueta, right back, centre backs Chalobah and Badia Shaw, left back Lewis Hall, in the middle of the park Zakaria, Kovacic, and Zakaria, Kovacic. Oh my days. Oh my days. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I'm fried, man. Oh my goodness. So I didn't even put it correctly in my map. Oh my days. This is still a real team news for tomorrow. So yeah, this is my people them. cfcrealistblue back on our video, and this is my match preview for the Chelsea versus Man City FA Cup match tomorrow. I'm gonna go through the team news for both teams. For Man City, they're gonna be without Ruben Diaz and Emerick Laporte, and Chelsea will be without, we already know the injury list is a Merton. Mount's going to be out, Armando Broja, Kante, Loftus-Cheek, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Edouard Mendy, Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic, and Ben Chilwell. They're all going to be out. They won't be playing tomorrow. Ben Chilwell and Loftus-Cheek took part in some light training, and hopefully they'll be back in full team training soon enough. Now I'm going to go through my preferred lineup for the game tomorrow. My preferred lineup is Kepa and goal, Koulibaly, Trevor Chalobah, and Kepa Arrizabalaga, Azpilicueta right back, Trevor Chalobah, Badia Shill, and left back Lewis Hall. That's my backline. Zakaria, Kovacic, and Carney Shaqiri Mecca as my midfield. Ziyech, Omari Hutchinson, and Havertz as the front three. That'll be my lineup. For City's lineup, I could never tell you City's lineup. Pep changes his team all the time, and they're probably going to play a lot of young talents, though, in my opinion. Just like the Carabao Cup game was, there wasn't in the Carabao Cup. There's a lot of changes, a lot of young talents for them, like Cole Palmer, and that was starting, as well as us, Lewis Hall, and that was starting for us as well. That was Zakaria's first appearance, or first start for Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, due to be rotated. And my score prediction for the game, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win. I believe we can definitely win the game. We can definitely win the game, as Messi won't be at the strongest. And if you saw the previous match, you would know that we got that at them anyway. We was getting at them. It didn't matter if Pulisic and Sterling came off at the end of this first half. We were looking at a bad team, and Carney had already come on. So for me, if they make changes, our team already is solid enough. The back line, it can concede goals, has an inexperience and lack of trust in each other. If the lineup, which what I chose, comes to be the correct one. So for me, I actually need to see what I'm going for this team. But then I'll be a lot more optimistic about the score prediction. As of right now, it's just a thing that we just want us to win and go through the FA Cup, because if we don't, that means we can only win the FA Cup. We already can't win the Carabao Cup and the Premier League, so we need to win the FA Cup or the Champions League. So hopefully we can do that. And right now I'm going to read you some stats. So this is us against City, the stats between us against City in the FA Cups. I get these stats from One Football as well, if anyone that's wondering. So this is the 8th meeting between Man City and Chelsea in the FA Cup. The Citizens have won 4 and the Blues have won 3 of those ties, including each of the last 2. 5-1 in 2015-16, that was in the 5th round, and 1-0 in the 2020-21 semi-final. And that was literally in Thomas Tuchel. That was like the second time away. That was the first time we had beat them. And obviously by the end of the season, we had beaten them 3 times in a row in the FA Cup, in the Premier League, and the Champions League final. Now it says Chelsea have lost 5 of their last 6 away matches against Manchester City, winning once in all competitions. Their one win in that time was in May 2021 in the Premier League under Thomas Tuchel, a 2-1 victory, and Man City went 1-0 up in that game. Aguero had a penalty and he missed, tried to chip Mendy. Mendy saved it. Excellent. We went on to win that game 2-1. Hakim Ziyech with a good ball from Pulisic, who found him. It was Aspilicueta who got the assist. Ziyech lashed it into the bottom corner from outside the box. Then in the second half, man like Marcos Alonso, he came on, or he was either starting or he came on, and he got the winner for us. So it was a great game. It was a great game for us. And that was our last win at the Etihad in no competition. So hopefully you can get another win tomorrow. Yeah, man. Manchester City have already eliminated Chelsea from the League Cup this season, winning 2-0 in November. This could be the second consecutive season that Chelsea are knocked out of both the League Cup and FA Cup by the same team, losing in the final of both competitions to Liverpool in 2021 and 2022. Chelsea have progressed from each of the last 24 FA Cup third round ties, stretching back to the 1998 to 99 season. This is the joint longest run of progressions from the third round, along with Man United between 1984 to 85 and 2008 to 2009. Although the Red Devils did not take part in the 1999 to 2000 campaign after withdrawing to take part in the Club World Cup Championship. Since the 2016-17 season when Pep Guardiola took charge of Man City for the first time, only Chelsea, 27, have won more FA Cup games than the Citizens, 24. Guardiola has never previously gone out at the earliest stage in domestic cup competitions in a season. In his managerial career across the FA Cup, League Cup, DFB Pokal, which is the German Cup, and the Copa del Rey, which is the Spanish Cup, he's progressed 20 out of 20 times. But let's see what happens tomorrow, because hopefully we can end that streak. Hopefully. But yeah, my people, that's gonna be it from me regarding this match preview. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I am cfcrealistblue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.